Hey guys, welcome back to the series for week number 27. So we're starting us off with Rumby's Shield, not seen on screen right now. We've got this chap who's about to run himself off here at the S's at Majire. It's quite a popular track this week, it must be said. Going to take himself off. Unfortunately, there's an innocent bystander. But then as we come to lose some positions, we're going to block guys and make sure that that doesn't happen. But jumping ahead, there is going to be a little bit more running wide, and then also someone's going to get past, which he's not too happy about, because now that means he's outside the top 10, so he's going to go for the ramp. This will quite spectacularly crash into the tyre wall and then quit the race. So in 9th place this week we have got Wolf Kerensky, still at Majire, and this is going to be seen entirely from this camera angle, because, well, this is pretty much what happens when you get into like unnecessary fisticuffs. Because look how quickly they're going to be losing time. As we go through like every single corner, they are having some sort of altercation, and that's just going to slow them and the other chap who's not even really involved. He just can't get past them. It's going to slow them down so much. So eventually this is surely not going to work out too well for someone involved. So as we start another lap and come onto this little straight section here, it's going to run very wide there from the Corvette, and it is indeed not going to work out too well for the Corvette, and in fact the Aston Martin as well by the looks of things. So in 8th place this week we have got D White the Gamer. This one could have been accidental, but I watched the rest of the race and this happened quite a lot with other people, so I don't think it was accidental. This guy's going to punt D White and take 2nd place and then run himself wide so that D White can just claim 2nd place back again. And then in at 7 this week you want to pay attention to Runt. There he is right there, starting the race here, and oh no, he's in reverse and he's not going to work out how to get into first for a while, so he's going to be in last. Let's just watch on board here, just getting ready for the big race, and oh no, we're in the wrong gear. He did actually manage to come 3rd there, so that was a pretty good effort. And then coming in 6th place we have got Fizzbuzz Racing up ahead, coming to the end of the race. Got a big celebration going on there, and well, he's done it a little bit too early. So let's just watch that from his perspective. He's super stoked about the 2nd place that he's earned after a hard fought race, and the wall is going to slow him down a lot more than he would have anticipated, and he's going to end up losing the position, and that is how much he lost it by. It was actually pretty close in the end. And first up in the top 5 this week we have got Felipe, and this one really hurts to do because it's a South African that we have to call out. So as we come into the first corner at Nürburgring GP, it's going to be a Nürburgring GP thing, and Felipe, I think, will admit he went into that corner a little bit too hot, and then that guy probably couldn't avoid this chap, and well, he's already ticked off because he's lost 2 positions off the start. But it's going to get a lot worse for him as he's going to punt Felipe, and well, it's gotten worse for Felipe, but he's got 1 down. He's got a 3-second penalty now, and he's sighting up the other chap who had a bit of contact with him, and he's going to end up missing and just ramping his way over the top there. And he's, let's be honest, a lot worse off than 3rd place right now. In fact, he is going to end up quitting the race. And then in at 4 we got Stock Car Racer, who's found this chap who, well, there's going to be a bit of a door closing here.
Uh-oh.
But when a door closes in racing in GT Sport, you just force that door open. And he's done so there, gotten past, and now he's going to start brake checking. So we're not talking about a clean driver here, are we? Well, I suppose we're not talking about too many clean drivers on this series anyway. But he's going to go into the left-hander and punt a few guys, a little bit of a loss of control, and then spin that guy completely. And then as we come through the right-hand, he's going to put himself on the grass and end up crashing into someone. Somehow he's made his way up briefly into 3rd place, but he's still got a 3-second penalty here. So as we come into the next braking zone, he's still braking or brake checking people, and then he's a lot worse off than he would have otherwise been, because he's still got to serve that 3-second penalty. Not that it makes a huge difference here, and he is already in 2nd to last place. So you see the penalty doesn't really do much, but he still had to serve it. So in 3rd place this week we've got Posh Nuisance, and this is desperation, the likes of which I've never seen. Particularly from this Mitsubishi here. He was fighting for 3rd place as if the top 3 all got immunity from tribal council, and he really had to get that top 3 on the final lap, so he's just pushed old Posh Nuisance out the way there. And then we've just got the Beetle to deal with, and then we will be able to get immunity from Tribal Council. So getting pretty close through that corner, and then through the next corner he's going to try and get extremely close, and it's not going to work out because he's going to cut the corner, lose grip, and then crash into the wall and spin. And at the end of this he's going to reset and end up 10th, but again, like so many others here, he quit the race. And then just missing out the top spot this week, we've got a three-peat offender. This is the third time I believe this guy's being featured. So he's being featured in more than 10% of the episodes. So he's taking the Forza line through the first corner there at the Nürburgring GP, punting some people out the way, and then a little bit later in the lap, going to get a little bit side by side with the Peugeot. The Peugeot is fighting back. It's going to slow them both down. So now we've got a whole bunch of people who are getting pretty close behind him, because of course it is only still lap 1. The Peugeot seems to be dealt with, but he's going to pick up a penalty for his troubles there, 2 seconds in fact. And now he's in 3rd place, and he's had no contact with this Subaru. So this is absolutely mind-boggling. He's going to slow down to block the Subaru for no reason. He had the corner, and he's going to end up losing a whole bunch of places as a result. So perhaps we're not talking about the brightest crayon in the box here. And then just further down the straights, we're going to get side by side with another Peugeot. Don't mind the glitch there. And into the first corner, going to get a little bit hot through there. And then of course, the floodgates, well, they're going to start opening, and a lot of people are going to overtake him. So now he's in 9th place due to his anger. There is free range biscuits on his right hand side now. And then coming into the left hander here, we're going to go for a punt and end up crashing into the wall. And then the game is also going to reset him. He did end up quitting that race, believe it or not. And then in at number 1 this week, this was bound to happen. We have the dirtiest of all YouTubers in 3rd place here. And this is kind of what set it off. This guy's going to get on the grass and lose a bit of control and punt him off. So obviously that's not great. But, you know, no one else here had anything to do with this, as he's going to do the traditional punt to pass to get past Zulu's outcast. And the best bit is that he actually posted this on his own channel, and as of making this video he's got 110 likes and 52 dislikes if I recall correctly. And also, to prove that the punt to pass wasn't a fluke, he's going to punt to pass at the very next corner, and then later on in the race he's caught up to Zulu's outcast, and he's going to just shove him into the wall at the elbow, as you do. You might be angry about being featured, but then don't drive like this and you won't be featured.
It is bloody simple now. Get on with it!
And then in the braking zone, we're going to go for another punt to pass there. Beautiful maneuver on the Ford, and pick up another 3-second penalty. And then on the final lap, this is personal now because he's gotten involved with the South African. If he wanted to get through that corner cleanly, he wouldn't have gone in like that. And then he's going to just shove him into the wall. I mean, no one else had anything to do with that, apart from that guy who crashed him off. So yeah guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have got any black, if you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much to my patrons whose names you're seeing on screen right now. If you'd like to join them and get access to videos early, the link is in the description. And I'll see you guys in my next video.